Hey guys, hello, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you. If you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome. My name is Maryann Okonkwo. On this channel, I make videos around productivity, lifestyle, career, and about my side hustles. If those are videos that interest you, consider joining the family by subscribing. And while you're doing that, make sure to turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified every time I have a new video up on my channel. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Maryann Okonkwo. And follow my business pages on Instagram. I'm going to leave all of them linked down below as well as on the screen should you decide to go follow me on there right now. So in today's video, I am just so excited. I got the idea to do this thanks to my husband, and I got a couple of questions on my previous video that kind of like sounded like this was what they wanted. So I'm going to be making the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll definitely respond to them. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I decided to do an MBA instead of a master's in marketing. Basically, why I decided to do an MBA with emphasis or concentration in marketing as opposed to doing a master's in marketing. This is the kind of video that you're interested in, or you're at that phase of your life, your education or career life stage where you're trying to decide whether you should go for a master's in marketing or an MBA with emphasis or specialization in marketing. Then definitely keep on watching this video. First and foremost, I think the first reason for me was mostly the perceived value. You know, a lot of people talk about MBA, and whenever they talk about MBA, it comes with so much prestige and just perceived value that you're getting from it or the person got from it. So I just felt it would be nice to kind of like have that feeling, you know. It was mostly that, and then there were other several reasons, other reasons I wanted to do an MBA, not just because of the perceived value. Aside from how highly it's being held within the industry and just globally, an MBA is perceived to be of higher value than a master's in marketing. Why? I'll be talking more about this as I go down my list. But mostly because it gives you not just that specialization, while a master's in marketing will just give you to focus on just marketing. MBA will give you the business management side of things of the business, as well as letting you choose that specialization you want. So at my school, you could choose to specialize in marketing. A marketing enterprise is called brand enterprise. So we have 4 enterprises. There's the marketing, which is brand. There's the ventures. There's the funds. There's the ventures is for entrepreneurial. Funds is for people who want to go into finance, and then consulting for people who want to go back into consulting, Deloitte and the rest. So those are the 4 enterprises we have, or the specialization in quotes that we have at my school. So I am in the brand enterprise, which is marketing, and of course the perceived value was the major thing for me. The second reason is market research. So I did a lot of research just after my husband and a couple of his work friends recommended it, that girl, you're just coming to the US, you need to, for you to get your foot in the door, you need to have an educational background and some work experience in the US. So I did a lot of research, and for the money that I am looking to earn, only an MBA could get me that, not a master's in marketing. And I was looking at the pay scale between marketing, somebody who did masters in marketing, and an MBA student who did masters in marketing. And of course, the MBA salary range is higher. There's a bunch of reasons why, but the major reason is because as an MBA student, you have significant work experience than somebody who is just doing a master's in marketing. I'll talk about this more, but they all kind of tied together. For MBA, you need at least 2 years. At my school, you need at least 5 years work experience for you to be able to do MBA. So at that stage of your life, you've already done the entry level. You already know your gig the back of your hand, unless you're a career switcher, you want to switch to something else. Maybe you've been doing marketing all your life and now you want to do consulting. Then of course it's going to be relatively different. But you can see that for somebody who is just doing masters in marketing, you don't need to. You could be fresh out of college and then you go straight and do a master's. I've never heard of somebody who's fresh out of college and then the person is going to do an MBA. Usually it's most people that I know, they usually would have an ample amount of work experience before they go do their MBA, because an MBA is basically everything you'll be doing throughout your career life. It makes it easier for you to understand as well, because these are things you've been doing but you just did not know it's called copy strategy or business strategy or hardcore strategy or even supply chain or what it meant to your business. But just having that work experience, it gives you that opportunity to be able to link in for the things that you'll being taught in the classroom to what happened at your previous workplace. So that's my second reason. I did my research, and pay was very key for me, and of course the experience too was also something. The third reason rather is business knowledge. So it wasn't just like pay. Of course, like I'm all about the pay, but I also wanted to get like some business management knowledge because I own 2 startup businesses. They are beauty businesses, and one is a wholesale business. And even though I've been successfully managing it myself, I really wanted to get like that business knowledge side of things. Like, how does supply chain affect my business? How does global warming, how to calculate net present value, how to for my business, especially if somebody is owing me something with a promise with a note payable or something. I didn't even know what a note, maybe I'm just exaggerating more. That was the term that I never really used throughout the course of my career. So it was very interesting for me to be able to see all that being used and being able to relate it to my business itself. So I really wanted to gain that business management knowledge. So if that's something that you're really big on, you want to learn how to manage your business properly, or just like be at the top of your business management or management skill knowledge, then an MBA is definitely for you. The fourth reason is my work experience. As at the time I was applying for my MBA, I had 6 years work experience. That's an extensive work experience for somebody who wants to go and do masters in marketing. So at that point I'm like, actually I don't want to waste my 6 years work experience and then starting from afresh again. So I'd rather go do an MBA because I just passed like the minimum requirements by just 1 year, and that was why I went to my MBA, because it was perfect timing. It was just like it was going to be relevant, because at that point in my career I felt like at this point I already know everything I need to know to be able to excel in my role. But what's now the next stage? Like, I was at that point at the top where I needed something new. MBA was definitely it for me, and not a master's in marketing, because master's in marketing will basically be teaching me what I already know about marketing and just few little things new about marketing. But an MBA will be taking me around the business aspect of it, like accounting, strategy, supply chain, all of that I wouldn't have learned with a master's in marketing. So it was just perfect timing. I had my 6 years work experience, and then I was able to meet the requirements. I decided to go for an MBA. So this is another reason. As I said, I already had 6 years work experience, and at that point I was in the mid-level of my career. Masters in marketing would be entry level. Once you're done with your masters, you'd have to start entry level. But an MBA would basically be positioning you for a managerial position post your MBA, and that's why many companies out there, they directly hire MBA students to fill managerial positions in their company directly. It might not be something manager, but it's like a managerial position at their company. And that's why when you are done with MBA, the roles that a typical MBA student would have would be brand manager, product manager, marketing manager. But as a master's in marketing graduate, you're going to be starting from the bottom, the entry level, and that's why most of the roles that they would typically take would be marketing assistant, marketing analyst, marketing coordinator. And what the role they'll be doing, the things they'll be doing will not be as hardcore or as hardcore as what a post MBA student will be doing. And I really wanted that manager role where I get to take on more responsibility as opposed to just doing market research or supporting the team, creating slides, doing market. I mean, I will do market research and all of that, but you guys know what I mean. Like, it's not an entry level role anymore, because now you've positioned yourself. The MBA has helped you position yourself by providing you with that business management knowledge that would help you excel in that management role. So that's one thing you need to keep in mind. So if your goal is to graduate and you don't mind starting with an entry level role, then go ahead. But if your goal is to enter a managerial role, then an MBA is definitely for you. Another thing you want to keep in mind as well is the curriculums are definitely different. A master's in marketing curriculum, I'm going to try to put a screenshot that I found online. A master's in marketing curriculum, their courses are typically around marketing, introduction to marketing, marketing research, marketing that, marketing this. So they're mostly around specialization. So you're going to specialize in market, but the introductory level, it's just reinforcing what you've been taught in your undergraduate. So many of the things that you've been taught during your undergraduate degree will be quite similar to that. But for an MBA, it's a little bit more hardcore. It's more robust. So you're going to be doing hardcore courses like finance, accounting, strategy, supply chain management, all business management hardcore courses. And once once you're done with that, you then get an opportunity for you to, there's an opportunity depending on what business school you're at, you get to choose if you want to do a specialization. Like, you know, like I said, in my school we have enterprise and ventures, funds, and consulting. So depending on which one you choose, you'll be specialized in that area, and then you can choose like those courses that typically courses that are dedicated to, like as marketing specialized MBA students, I'll be doing more like marketing courses, marketing project research, like everything marketing under my brand enterprise. And aside from that, you can actually choose like more like electives. So if during your MBA you want to do marketing but you also want to gain like supply chain kind of knowledge, you can actually select those as your like your spring courses or part of your elect, aside from your compulsory brand enterprise course, which is a 4-unit at my university. So at your would be different. It could be like called something else. So definitely find out, do your research. If you're just starting out with the admissions advisor, they're always very happy to answer questions, and if they can't answer your question, they're very happy to link you up with current students where you can find out more. So definitely use those resources to your advantage. And yeah, and one thing I want to say is that, and because masters in marketing and it's a specialized masters in marketing, roles that you can take is just very limited. So you can only take marketing like roles at like different companies. An MBA student, it's more diverse, like you're open to, that's why, as I said, career switchers do an MBA and then switch to the position they want, the managerial position they want, and that's like a major difference. So how would an MBA, you can decide to do consulting in like consulting firm, you can decide to be a brand manager, marketing, or funds, or even just start up your own company. So it's very robust. There's so much opportunity, like so much that you can do with this like an MBA like degree. A third thing that I want to also add under that point is that if you look at the curriculum, I'm going to put a screenshot, you can see clearly what the difference is. While an MBA, you'll be taking courses like business management, and not business management, finance, accounting, strategy, statistics. Or like in masters in marketing, you'll be taking courses like marketing research, communication research, marketing like courses, digital marketing analytics. So those are like the course loads. But if you like those courses but you still want like a managerial position, you still want to hire, you're a career switcher, then an MBA is for you, because after your first semester, at least in my school, you can actually select as many of those courses you want. There are similar courses, like I'm doing marketing research this semester, I'm doing brand strategy, I'm doing rapid insight, I'm doing a lot of marketing courses aside from my brand enterprise workload, which is actually a 4-unit course. I'm going to try to put a screenshot of my courses for this spring semester so you guys can actually see what I mean. So if you love those masters in marketing courses, you can actually take them or similar courses as an MBA student. So don't say, oh, because it's an MBA you're only going to be doing calculation throughout, although you're going to calculate a lot in the first semester depending on how your course load is arranged or scheduled according to your school. But we did like all the hardcore courses the first semester, and then this second semester we chose like we got our enterprises, and then you can choose like what courses you want and register for them. Just wanted to add that there. If you're really passionate about marketing just like I am, then I'll definitely recommend doing an MBA and then taking on those marketing courses as electives. Now this is a major thing that I should talk about, the internship opportunities. While with the masters in marketing you can actually intern, right? But those roles are not like it's not a pipeline role, if you know what I mean. So what I mean as by pipeline is they hire an intern, they only hire an intern when there's a full-time role available for that intern. So almost get an internship at any company with an MBA degree, 99% or 98% out of 100, you're going to go back there with a full-time offer. Like they're going to give you a full-time offer after your internship, and that's why MBA internships are so competitive. Like they're so hard to get, but once you get it, you're guaranteed like a full-time role. The only thing being, if you go there and you mess up, if you go there and you feel like the company is not a great fit for you, then you can decline or they might not even offer you. But most times you would usually get a full-time offer. But a master's in marketing, not necessarily, because I mean you still have to go back to school. But MBA students, you still have to go back to school 1 year to complete. But I don't know, it's a lot harder with masters in marketing, and it's not as guaranteed guaranteed, because you know, unless of course you build an extremely good relationship with the people there, it's possible, but it's easier and faster and more guaranteed with an MBA than a master's in marketing. So if your goal is to secure a full-time role faster as an immigrant like myself, because I know that might not be really applicable to like a lot of people, especially people who are already citizens in the US. So this is, I just find like a faster route for you to enter the system in the management role, and you know, that like real quick. So it's a great, like, let me tell you something. That's one thing I perhaps should have said. Most people that most companies, like big companies, hire, if you check all their degrees, they all have an MBA. Like most people, most top companies now, like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, they always line up to hire MBA students, and that's why MBA degree is such a hot cake. So if you can, I definitely recommend you do an MBA. And also with the internship, with the master's in marketing, the role is not like very defined. You go there and then you do a bunch of stuff. But with an MBA, it's like pretty much defined. Like my role now for my internship, it's product marketing manager, MBA intern, and they won't give you that role if there's nothing at the end for you. So hopefully I go there, I do my best, and I get a full-time offer. But most people always get like a full-time offer from the internship roles as an MBA student. So start. And of course, my 8th point, which is pay scale, I checked online and I also asked a couple of friends as well. People who have an MBA degree usually like higher. Like if you compare an entry-level MBA position with an entry-level master's in marketing position, you can obviously see like the difference. So masters in marketing could be earning let's say 70, 75 or 80 max. But somebody who again, I'm just saying, like typically there are people who don't even have masters and they're earning like well over $100. So again, I'm just like saying typically, so it's not applicable to everybody. I'm just saying this like comparison with what is typically more on either side. And an MBA degree, I think, I don't know, from let's say 90 to like 120 or even more, and that's just base salary excluding like your benefits, bonuses and all of that. So yeah, you can see the pay scale is definitely more now. It's, of course, I mean, MBA is very expensive. It's more expensive than having the master's in marketing, but of course you can see that the net present value is definitely worth it. Which brings me back to my first point, which is perceived value. You spend a lot of money, people expect that because you spend that like loads of money, you're going to like gain a lot of knowledge and you're going to like be of value to their company. So let's start. The 9th point I think already covered previously is MBA is expensive, but like I'm gonna be brutally honest with you guys. As you guys know, I don't like painting anything that is false. I'll tell you guys as it is. MBA is extremely stressful. It is extremely expensive, but the knowledge, the knowledge that I've gained just this like one semester that I've done, I feel like I can accomplish anything. Like there were so many things that I didn't even know I was lacking those things until I started taking those classes, and it's just amazing. Trust me, you're gonna learn a lot. So if your goal is to learn something new, you will definitely learn it. Like I was terrible. I you know, the calculation that I was running away from like on the graduate level, I still met it here. But it's a good thing because now more like very specific. This is why you need it. This is what you're going to use it for, and if it makes sense. And as a marketing manager, I might not even necessarily have to do like financials. That's why we're gonna have like a financial manager. Most companies would have like financial managers or somebody in that role that takes care of their finance. But it's always good for you to have that knowledge. So when they are saying it, you're able to understand, okay, and this is what the account receivables mean, this is what net present value mean, this is how to calculate it, this is how to calculate like projects. Sometimes you'll be in like as a manager, you need to take on some projects or CSR initiatives, and you need to calculate like the net present value. Like, is it worth it for the company? Is it profitable? That's what they call profitability analysis or profitability index. So for you to calculate it, like there's a way you need to calculate it. There are several ways you can use. You can use the N ratio, you can use the PI, you can use the what is it called? What's the one that says rate? The IRL. So there are several ways, and I never knew all of this before I started doing my MBA. So as you can see, I am not even halfway done, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't wait to learn all the new things. Yeah, so I'm not even halfway done, and I've learned a lot. So it's definitely worth it. You're going to learn a lot. Like when I say learn, you're going to learn it. You're going to learn a lot. So I definitely recommend it. It's quite pricey, but I said there are several universities, like even my school, they offer scholarship, like full scholarship. If you're interested, definitely check their website out. Like even any university you're applying to for your MBA or even masters in marketing, check them out, they always have like scholarship opportunities. It also helps for you to apply early enough so you're considered as one of the first batches for the scholarship. So definitely important. I applied in the last batch, but as God will have it, God was just on my side. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So if you can't afford it, many universities offer scholarships, so consider taking on some scholarship to complete that. But of course, there's always a requirement that you need to maintain a setting for you to keep receiving the scholarship each term. So the scholarship is each term. A semester has 2 terms and there are 4 semesters for an MBA student. I definitely think that an MBA is a more realistic choice if you are looking to expand or accelerate your career. So if you're in marketing or anything and you just want to accelerate and move to the next level, just having an MBA degree will position you better. It makes the decision making process for your company a lot easier, especially if you're now like one of the few within the company that have an MBA. So they'll rather promote you than promote somebody who doesn't even have a master's degree or any form of, unless of course just in rare cases where the person has like really proven herself that the good person. So if you're looking to accelerate real quick in your career, an MBA is definitely it for you. And most tech companies, even though they all say, I know that they hire, like there are a lot of ways for you to enter there are a lot of ways for you to get your feet into the door, but I think one of the safest and fastest way is just having an MBA degree. I definitely do recommend an MBA. If you're asking me, if you ask me, I'll definitely say you should do an MBA instead of masters in marketing, because you basically get everything you're going to get in masters in marketing in your MBA. Like you can specialize in marketing, you can take as many marketing courses as you want that are basically the same courses that you'll be taught in your MBA masters, your masters in marketing. Plus you get hands-on real-time experiences, because your enterprise, like my enterprise now brand, we're going to be working on real life cases for companies, like real marketing problems that are real very real. So it gives you that real-time experience, like what you really have to be doing in a brand manager role, anything. So definitely consider doing it. If your goal is to accelerate your career or secure a managerial position, then an MBA is definitely the right choice. I hope this video was helpful. I'm so sorry again that I'm just like so low energy. I don't know if you guys saw, and that's because I am just recovering, just trying to do a lot better. I had my booster shots a couple of days back, 2 days ago, so I'm still trying to recover and rejuvenate. But yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share with your friends, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you have any specific video that you would like to see on my channel, I'm happy to always listen to you guys and make videos that you would watch. So I would really appreciate you guys can engage in the comments. I always reply my comment. And of course, I hope you guys this video was super helpful. If you're looking at days of your life where you're trying to decide if you should do an MBA or do something else or masters in marketing, then this is definitely for you. Like, I hope you guys found it helpful. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.